Hey, this is Mark Sell, YouTube channel, Therapy for the Heart, and I think I hear Dusty Rhodes playing around the corner here. So we're going to go over and see. Yes, my camera is working. Sometimes I don't know if it's ticking away or not.
Hey!
I was just thinking, I was talking into the camera and I was saying, is that Dusty Rhodes playing there?
Well, you know what's funny? It was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning last night, and I was watching a video of Mr. Mark himself.
Where was Mr. Mark?
Here with me.
Oh, you're watching?
Videotaping me. I was watching on YouTube last night.
Cool.
And I'm working with a young lady who's a great editor and director and stuff, man. She wants to talk to me. Yeah.
She wants to what?
Talk to you.
Talk to me?
About your footage. She
Oh.
wants to use some of the footage for my
cool.
DVD.
Good.
You know?
Okay,
Yeah.
you're working on your DVD, then it's getting close?
Yeah, everything's getting close, but still, like I'm 8 tracks away from completing and mixing and mastering, but you know, everything's not perfect, so.
Uh-huh.
But I wasn't there before. I wasn't this close.
Well, then you came a long way then, right?
Exactly.
You're getting
exactly.
closer
That's right.
to the finish line.
That's right. And this is where most people give up, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? I don't know if you know the expression ABD. It's all but dissertation.
All but
dissertation.
Right.
So many people just get up to where they need to complete their dissertation and just can't finish it.
Right.
And there's many people out there like that too. So it's not uncommon for people to stop right before they can just jump that one more hump and get over it. So
Yeah, I know.
it's human nature.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough to just find myself in a better situation continuously, to be reminded of that lesson that now I hold on firmly to, you know. Yeah, it's been a journey,
Yeah.
you know. But
Where
a
did
good
you
one,
start
Mark.
out? When did you start out in your journey?
When I was born.
When you were born. That's right.
You know,
Where were you born?
Newark, New Jersey. Yep. Projects, Howard Street.
This is on tape, is that all right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
You know, I'm proud of where I'm from.
No, I just want to.
Brick City all day long.
When people start talking about their personal life, I like to let.
No, I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, I'll come out of a tradition. If you look up on Wikipedia, someone, Dr. Billy Phipps, William Phipps. He's my saxophone teacher when I got to high school. I started when I was 9. On flute, and then
playing sax.
On flute.
On flute. Uh-huh.
And then I went to clarinet, and then E flat, alto, and bass clarinet when I got to high school, and then sophomore year I got on saxophone. But Phipps was my the concert band and jazz teacher, jazz band.
Come on over here, then.
Director.
I want to get out of the wind.
And
thank you.
it was well, he put me on bass clarinet, and then he put me on E flat alto, and then bass clarinet. Then he put me on tenor when I asked to play sax. And then he started teaching me. He was like my mentor, my father. You know, and he's part of a rich tradition. He came up with people like Wayne Shorter, and Train, and all them back in the days, and plus the whole Newark jazz scene. His family is a jazz family, music family, Phipps family.
That sounds familiar to me.
Yeah, so they had like big bands and stuff like that back in the day. They played in the little clubs. That all the cats like Charlie Parker and Count Basie and all of them. It was a big scene in Newark, jazz scene. So, you know, so I come from a lineage of some real players, and the music, the way it always was, you know. Yeah. And I've been blessed to be around, going to the new school down the street here, you know, to be able to study with people like Reggie Workman, Jackie Byard. I could go on and on and on.
Go on.
Chico Hamilton, George Coleman, Arnie Lawrence. Shit, lot Aaron Bell. I said, well, not at the new school, but I also studied with Aaron Bell, the bass player that played on Duke Ellington's, Coltrane's In the Sentimental Mood with Duke Ellington. I studied piano with him and also performed with him and little Jimmy Scott and Walter Perkins. I got a chance to play with him. And, yeah, I mean, I feel like as a young person, I had, even coming out of high school, I was in the big band with my teacher. He was the first tenor, I was the second tenor. Chavoy for Renaissance Orchestra. I did that for about 3 years, you know, and I played in Latin bands, cumbia, salsa, merengue, rock and roll, reggae, you name it, everything.
In the new school, was that what kind of program was that in?
It was a jazz program, a jazz performance degree program I was in. But I didn't stay there long. I was there for maybe about, I'd say, a year and a half, 2 years at most. And I cut out. I didn't feel I was prepared academically for college at that point because I just couldn't comprehend any of what I was reading in the English class. So I went back and went to a community college in Newark, Essex County, and I got my skills up.
Oh, good for you. Essex County?
Yeah, Essex County College. And I got my skills up. And it was interesting, too, because one of the courses I failed in high school, I had to take over there because I went back and I took general high school courses to prepare for college, you know, after being in college, you know. And so Ovid Mentor was my algebra teacher. So here he was again, my teacher again. The same guy was cutting up in this class, failed, but I got through, you know. And I passed this course with an A, and I got my reading skills up. And now you better not put a piece of paper in front of me, you know. And so yeah, that was important for me. So you know, but also too at Essex County College, Aaron Bell was a professor. They had the jazz program there. Phipps also was an adjunct professor there. I studied with another music teacher of mine, who was my music teacher in elementary, but Mr. Dickens. I studied classical saxophone. Did a lot of classical duets and stuff like that with him. And, you know, even in high school, you know, I did a lot of performance. When I was in high school, I played with a lot of R&B groups, you know, older heads, older guys. And around the community, I played with, well, it was kind of built in because where I lived, my godmother's boyfriend was a drummer. So I ended up in his band and started working with them regularly, you know. So, and I put my own band together. I've been working, I guess, you know, making money at this since I was a teenager. You know, I just never really had the foundation to be able to solidify what it is I want to do in life, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of struggles to go through. My background was just straight dysfunction across the board. So I had to work to that. That's why the name of my CD is Alchemy, Infinity, the Alchemy of Pain.
Oh,
you know.
That's a very good title.
So
you had a lot of pain going through your life.
Well, I mean, yeah, you know, and to have to work through that, you know, it's amazing. You know, it's something to thank God for because considering where I went through, you know, to be where I'm at in the mindset that I am, within the mental, to have the mental capacity that I have, to have the heart that I have, to have the spirit that I have, you know, to be who I am.
So you really made it. You struggled through a lot in your life, and here you are.
Still struggling and enjoying struggling.
Well,
I was complaining then, but I enjoy it every day now. The struggle is nothing but a great challenge.
I don't think the struggle ever ends. It's just whether you can make a good adaptation to it, right?
Right.
Sometimes we can't adapt very well.
I look at it as a golden opportunity to truly show the world what I'm made of.
Ah, good. Well, I can't wait to see your CD come out. I want you to email me when it comes out.
Yeah.
And if you have any kind of questions that your editor wants to ask me, you can feel free about the footage or whatever.
All right.
You get it. You think you're going to play a song? Or you're going to cut out right now?
No, I'm going to definitely be playing for a while.
Thank you so much for giving me a lot of information about yourself today.
Hey, no
I'm
problem.
a lucky man. I'm just wandering around here, not knowing what to do and what to shoot.
Hey, Mark, I feel like you're a brother of mine, you know, so I talk to my family like that. You know what I mean?
All right.
All right, man.
Yeah, we've known each other for quite some time now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here's a song. Okay, that was a little interview with Dusty Rhodes, and now we're going to hear a song from him right now.